But it's a Rover. Yeah, but it's a GTI.
Good morning, or afternoon, or evening. It's evening when this comes out, so good evening, but it's the morning-ish time for me, it's the afternoon. So this is just a very quick video. It's in dedication to a comment that I had, which was, respectfully, the viewing angles aren't very good. I believe the term used was shite, and I'm more than happy to accept that criticism because, yeah, you can't see everything. So what I've decided to do, as sort of like an open question to everybody really, and to make sure that this is more enjoyable for everyone, because ultimately you can only get better with feedback, is it better in this viewing angle? So you've got more of what the car's looking at, or more of the scenery around you, and you've got me in the corner. Ultimately, I still need to get a decent microphone of some description, because it's going to be quite windy and noisy. I'm looking at one of them DJI ones to do, so forgive the sound quality, and I fully accept that that's only going to be as good as what's on my phone, because I'm ultimately recording on my telephone. I haven't got anything yet to like go outside the car. In fact, let's close these windows just a little bit. It's a warm day today. There we go. It should be a little bit easier to hear me now. It's 24 degrees. It's not the coolest of days, still. Yeah, I'll just, as an open question to the commenter, you know, fully valid, and I'm, like I say, I'm fully happy with the feedback. For yourself and to everybody else that's subscribed, is this a better viewing experience? Would you prefer to see, when I do these drives, more of the landscape that's around with just me in the corner? And at least this way you can see the left and the right of what's going on. So a prime example is, as I go down here, there'll be a video that comes out on one of the Wednesdays soon. It was going to go out before this, but it's going to come out after this one now, where I've still got it in a normal format with me in the middle. I think I actually do put the landscape in the main centre focal point, and then me in the top corner, just because I was trying to show off sort of like the mist that sits above like the river and stuff in the morning when I'm driving on my commute to work. I'm going to Screwfix right now, just so that if anybody cares or wants to know, on this lovely warm day, because I'm digging a trench so I can put down some acro drains, Flowplast drains. They'll eventually, I think they'll be Flowplast, just because I have to, basically I'm installing a patio. This is a tangent that's off centre of where the video was supposed to be. But ultimately I'm building this patio along the side of my house. I've done a huge, it's about 24 centimetres deep, so I can have a shed ton of hardcore put down, some slabbing down, and then that way the entire side of my house, which is about 9 metres worth of length by 3.7 metres or so, will then all basically be a place where I can park a car, or park cars, because I need the extra space, because I'm honestly thinking about getting something else, maybe a classic MG. To one of my subscribers that has followed me for quite a while, I am aware that they do like those classic MGs, and that's right, I am thinking of an MGB. Out of where with my partner, we're not married yet, and I may say wife because we've been together for even 13 years or so. Blooming, yeah, what I want to do is get a white one, and she said, oh yeah, get a white one, because then we could use it as a wedding car. So yeah, that to me is her saying, yeah, I don't mind you buying another vehicle, but she likes the look of the classic ones. I looked at like a white Triumph, like a Spitfire, the MGB, the MG Midget. It only really is to fit me and her in it, but I quite like the idea of the B, because I suppose I've just always really liked them when I was a kid. My granddad, he passed away before I was born in '85. He passed away, and he's always was a big fan of Triumph, MG. I suppose he never got to see the downfall of British motoring. He did see British Leyland, so I suppose technically he did see the downfall of British motoring, but yeah, he never got to see the closing of all these things. So it would be nice for that. He actually had a Triumph Stag, which, not gonna lie, is a cool ass car, but I ain't got Triumph Stag money. But I may have MGB, MG Midget money, but I prefer the B just because I like the roof. Anyway, back to the original point. please let me know what you think of the viewing angle. Is this much better? I mean, in this circumstance, you can see the river on one side, which is on the left. You can see the bank on the right-hand side. You can see the cars coming towards me. So if I go, oh look, there's a Mercedes, you'll go, oh yes, there is definitely a Mercedes just there. And you can still see me talking to you. In fact, I'm going to look in the corner. Yeah, so I do still sit in the middle of it. Yeah, and FYI, this is using the phone hanger that I've set up in the car, which I'm sure you'll see in another video yet to come up, which will be my bits and shits Birmingham drift video. There's a couple other little upgrades and things I need to do to the car. There's going to be a big video coming up. I want to say soon, but I'm not going to be able to record it until the back end of June, because there is a lot of work that I need to have done to the engine. Some with inside my remit, some that's outside of my remit, and the stuff that's outside of my remit, well, that's what you're going to be seeing. So I hope when that comes up you'll really enjoy it. Anyway, this is only a short video. It's just a little Wednesday flash. Look, let me know what you think. I need to tighten this up a little bit, because as I go over the lumps and the bumps, the camera does seem to tilt a little bit more and moves away. In fact, I think, let me just move this around a little bit. That, I think, sat like that. Is that a better angle? It's me that's tilted, by the way, not the car. I sit sort of on the piss. You can see sort of like the headrest behind me this side. I don't know why, I just sit on a... No, I do know why, I got bad back. Which, as a side point, the chairs in the 25, and when I used to have an old Clio, Mark II Phase 1 actually, and Mark II Phase 2 as well, because the chairs are absolutely shit. I mean, they're basically just a piece of foam sprayed onto some crappy little seat base. They were unbelievably comfortable. I'll tell you what's not comfortable: mini seats. So your dad bought a Mini in 2002. It was like the first, so he said to me it was the first automatic Mini, or he was told it was the first automatic Mini CV that came into the country. He had to go to Cambridge to go get it, which is 30 miles away from Peterborough. Maybe a bit more, 30 miles away. It's down the A14. And yeah, that car was awful to sit in for any extended period of time. Literally, your back felt like it was going to blow up, or at least mine did anyway. It's the same with the Passat. They've got ergonomic seats, but because I sort of sit on the kilter, it's actually less comfortable, and I found the crap of the seat. So as an example, Ford Focus, just a couple of pieces of foam. But I mean, don't need no bolstering or any of that. This has got minimal bolstering, and ironically, by them being cheaper, actually makes them really comfortable, and I actually quite enjoy sitting in it for a reasonably extended period of time. Once again, that's another tangent that's got absolutely all to do with the original purpose of the video. So yeah, please like, subscribe, comment, pop down in the comment section whether you like this being the way that the videos are recorded, because at least, like I say, you get to see the surrounding landscapes. It gives you a little something else to look at besides me every now and again, or rather a bigger picture of my face with a little bit of the countryside in the corner. There's Motor Point, some traffic lights. FYI, don't know if I've mentioned this before, this is a Fenland specific fact. So a lot of the roads around here are called droves, because historically, as I've said many times before, that this was a place where a lot of farming was done, and the roads that led up to the farms were called droves instead of roads. I'm not too sure why that is. Maybe I should look into that a little bit more before I started giving off my little facts and figures. Well, there's no figures really, it's just facts. Anyway, because of that, loads of roads around here are called like first drove, second drove. There's loads of things like glebe farm. Everywhere's got a glebe farm. Every place I've ever been's got a bloody glebe farm. In fact, back behind us, if you go the opposite way down this road, this is Eastern Industry, look, fourth drove, that's the name of that road that's over there. Yeah, if you go down the other side that I've just come from, sorry, behind me on this same road, you've got the old egg farm, where it used to be this huge hatchery where quite simply they hatch chickens and eggs and stuff. And yeah, a lot of farming around here. Anyway, thank you very much for taking the opportunity to watch this. Oh, I can see that the camera really slipped out. Huge bump. Yeah, I definitely need to get something to hold this in place a little bit better than what it's doing at the moment. This is test one. Let's tip it that way. This is test one. Tell me what you think. Do you like the viewing angle? If you do, I'll do more of it like this. Yeah, thank you very much for taking it. Right, you'll never guess what. So as I was saying goodbye, my camera turned off because it got too hot while it was in the front window of the car. So it turns out that I can probably do about 9 minutes in this heat. So I scratched my nose. But as it turned off, literally 2 seconds later, I was pulling up to them traffic lights. The geezer got out of the car behind me, and he goes, "You right, mate?" I'm like, "Yeah." He goes, "Just to let you know, none of your brake lights work." I was like, "What?" So I've pulled into Screwfix, which is 2 seconds away from the back. I've bought me spade. I've just pushed it up here onto the brake pedal, so we're there. Bloody none of the brake lights work. Oh, except for this one at the top here. So I've got to go grab 2 bulbs. So yeah, this just impromptu chat to talk about camera angles has turned into an accidental adventure where I'm gonna have to go to Halfords to go buy myself some fucking new bulbs for the brakes. Sorry for swearing. Exciting, innit? Old cars are exciting. Right, I'm gonna sign off because I'm gonna go to Halfords, go buy some new bulbs. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe, and in the next one I'll have a more road legal car. So I'll see you then. Bye bye.